Closing arguments continue at this hour in the U.S. state of Minnesota in the murder trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, charged in the death of George Floyd. Chauvin has taken off his mask and is glancing at the jury as his defense attorney makes his case. The mask was on as a prosecutor told the jury Chauvin did not show any compassion to Floyd, who pleaded for help with his, quote, very last breath, end quote. After final arguments wrap up, jurors will be sequestered until they reach a verdict. Prosecutors argued that Chauvin, who is white, caused the death of the black man by kneeling on his neck. 3 other former police officers also face charges in connection with Floyd's death. They are to be tried separately later in the year. Russian prison officials said Monday that hunger-striking jailed opposition politician Alexei Navalny has been transferred to a prison hospital. The Federal Penitentiary Service said in a statement Navalny, quote, is being examined daily by a physician, end quote. One of the 44-year-old's doctors said, quote, if they don't start treating Navalny, he will die within days, end quote. Monday afternoon, the White House said they will continue pushing for Navalny's release and reiterated the view he must be treated humanely. Allies of Navalny announced a nationwide protest after his family and personal doctors released blood analysis results that suggested he was at high risk of cardiac arrest or kidney failure. They planned protests are scheduled for Wednesday and fall on the same day President Vladimir Putin delivers his annual State of the Nation address from just outside the Kremlin, all but ensuring a tense standoff between supporters and police. UN human rights experts Monday rejected a review commissioned by Britain's government into race inequality as an attempt to, quote, normalize white supremacy despite considerable research and evidence of institutional racism, end quote. The report by the Commission on Race and Ethics Disparities, issued March 31st, said Britain should be seen as a, quote, model for other white majority countries, end quote, a conclusion that provoked fury from domestic critics who branded it a whitewash. The report was ordered by Prime Minister Boris Johnson's government after widespread Black Lives Matter protests last summer triggered by the death of George Floyd in police custody in the United States. India will waive its 10% customs duty on imported COVID-19 vaccines, a senior government official told Reuters Monday, as it tries to boost supplies to counter a dramatic surge in coronavirus cases. Imports of Russia's Sputnik V vaccine are due to arrive soon, and the government has also urged Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson to sell their products to India. This comes as India's capital, New Delhi, has been placed into a week-long lockdown. Spain will study the effects of mixing different coronavirus vaccines, government researchers said Monday, responding to shifting guidelines on the safety of the AstraZeneca shot. Along with several other European countries, Spain has restricted vaccines produced by the Anglo-Swedish drug maker to people more than 60 years old after regulators linked it to a rare form of brain blood clots, mostly in younger women. China is guilty of ongoing crimes against humanity in its oppressive treatment of Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities, Human Rights Watch said in a detailed report released Monday. The report says Beijing has imprisoned more than 1 million members of the main ethnic group in its western Xinjiang region and keeps millions more under a tough system of surveillance and controls. HRW and Stanford Law School's Human Rights and Conflict Resolution Clinic put out the report. Russian President Vladimir Putin will address an online international climate summit hosted by the United States, the Kremlin said, despite a deep crisis in relations between Moscow and Washington. Confirmation of Putin's participation in the summit comes as Moscow trades barbs with Washington and the European Union over jailed Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny and the conflict in Ukraine. Putin's attendance signals he is still open to dialogue with the United States.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.